E aí galera, Topzony, mais uma vez trazendo um vídeo aqui para vocês de Alan, um jogo muito bom. Semana passada eu trouxe uma live, né, sobre o jogo, e agora agora mesmo estou fazendo essa live para tentar jogar um pouquinho junto com vocês, tá bom? Eu só configurar aqui porque a tela não está aparecendo, não sei porquê. Só um minuto. Só um minutinho, galera. É porque eu fiz errado. Agora vamos mesmo, de verdade. Agora deu certo. Que negócio é isso, rapaz? Vamos lá começar. Brincar um pouquinho aqui. Nos divertir aqui junto com vocês, tá bom? Deixa eu só dar uma olhada aqui nas configurações para ver como é que tá aqui. Vamos lá. Só um instante. Só consertando aqui algumas coisas. Gráficos, vamos lá então jogar.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. Now.
Lembrando que aqui é a segunda parte já, né?
Alice?
A segunda parte já fiz uma live
I woke up behind the
semana
wheel of a
passada, e
crashed
agora já é a
car.
segunda
I'd
parte,
missed
segundo
a week.
episódio.
I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Liga a cafeteria. Vamos lá procurar onde é que tá essa
Hey,
cafeteria.
handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Onde é que tá a cafeteria, meu jovem? Aonde? Aqui é o escritório. Nada aqui. Aqui.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Até Alice.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Examine o modelo da capa. Não é esse aqui não. O modelo da capa deve ser esse cara aqui. Oxi. Que capa, mano.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop.
A verdade é dizer que todos aqueles
Laying
de
here in the snow,
parada
a
no
lurid
final.
chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. This was a late goodbye. 13 years.
Foi uma
after I
despedida
got my
tardia, trazer
revenge, it finally
anos
caught
após
up with
minha
me.
vingança, ele
It
finalmente
took a long time to
me
bear the
alcançou.
pain. My blood
Eu aguardava a
painted the
dor há
snow
muito
red.
tempo. Meu sangue manchou a neve e as
Dissolved all
rochas
the
pela...
scattered painkillers and leisurely
E
dripped
isso
down to the
levantar,
sewer
fazendo
beneath
os
the
dois.
bile of the city, becoming one with it.
É meio que
the way will happen over my dead body.
uma história, meio que vivendo a própria história que ele mesmo escreve.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he
Deixa eu ver se tem
called.
mais aqui. Opa!
Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
A luz aqui nesse jogo aqui é igual a minha cidade aqui, é faltando direto. Ele fica de junto. Ah, o de junto fica lá fora. Acho que ele fica lá fora.
Alan, I really need those lights on.
Que mulher perreada. Meu Deus.
Alan,
Honey,
please.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
É muita perna.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Engraçado, parece que
I'm
ele
sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
meio que a hora ele tá com a esposa, a outra hora ele não tá, como se fosse lembranças, como se fosse lembranças, mas eu não consegui entender, entendeu? Confesso a vocês que é a primeira vez que eu tô jogando, segunda vez, né, que eu tô jogando o jogo. Nunca finalizei, apesar de ser o remaster. Enfim. Fala com esse senhor aqui para ver o que dá.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Agora senhor, fala comigo, irmão.
You're good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things
I'm
these
at
days.
Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we We've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot.
Isso olhou para o visor, preparando-se para tirar a foto. Coldren Link era deslumbrante. Algo chamou a sua atenção. Uma figura nas sombras atrás do chalé. Uma mulher magra e vestido preto. Alan, debaixo da câmera, olhou novamente. Não havia ninguém lá, apenas arbusto de aspecto vagamente humano. Ela... Ixi. Caramba. Vamos lá.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
The sheriff wanted to see you in her office.
Sim, mas você não quer falar comigo por quê? Fale com Sarah. É Sarah.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her office.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junk.
Vá ao nosso
I left a little something there to
destinos.
we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Procurando alguma coisa por aqui?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
E o que tem por aqui?
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant will show you the way.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me.
In spite of its human mask,
Apesar de suas divergências, Mann descreveu a presença de seus como um ser inteligente ter atributo qualidade humana, é algo que claramente não é. Não. No entanto, ela encontrou o único lugar escuro que havia na lanchonete. Um pouco de luz se espalhava pelo corredor, assolando, mas ela aguentava a dor. Por mais terrível que fosse, o escritor logo daria um jeito nisso. Ele iria ao único lugar onde ela ainda tinha poder.
I need it to be bright in here. Hey, you! Can you help me?
Ei, meu filho, você tá morto e
The
bebo.
morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on
Examine
the
os
phone had
carros.
said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
É. Isso que o acidente aconteceu porque tinha dois jovens.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence.
Como todo ano acontece, né? Termina
There
de
was something
curso.
for me in an abandoned car.
Tem uma coisa aqui. Tem uma cartinha lá dentro. Examine o carro velho. É, já fiz isso já. Vou ver se eu consigo entrar nessa casa aqui. Eu já examinei o carro, mas aí eu não consigo ver mais que... Sim, então vamos entrar aqui então.
Hey, please help me, man! I hate this! I can't stand the dark anymore!
Mas é aqui, ó, perfil. Vamos ver aqui onde é que tá esse carro aqui.
Are you all right, Mr. Wake? Can we continue the interview?
I need to go outside. Clear my head.
Well, we can talk once you're feeling better.
Mas eu já... Vê se eu consigo sair aqui. Ah, não deixa eu sair. É, mas eu tento examinar o carro velho e não consegui examinar. Vamos lá. Puxa. Tem um carro. E o carro velho é aquele. Ah, não tô entendendo nada. Ele pede pra me examinar, só que eu não consigo ver. Que conversa, bicho. Que loucura é essa? Bora, quero sair, bicho. Ah, entendi. Aí não, né, pai? Aí dificulta a vida da gente.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See?
O sequestrador disparou uma arma a última vez, e uma sombra desapareceu na escuridão de uma vazia saída. Viu? Não era nada além do mais. Ué. A ideia de Alice em sua mão era revoltante. Estavam na plataforma tal. Ixi, é como se fosse pequenos trechos do livro dele, como se fosse pequeno trecho. Eu examinei esse carro aqui agora.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go.
Show de bola.
I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Não tem mais nada não, só saia da delegacia. Beleza, então. Vamos lá, sair da delegacia. Ixi, o cara cansou.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothing.
Marvelous, Sarah.
Pô, por que foi isso aqui?
Settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not.
O cara tá roncando, ó.
I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it
Que loucura!
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
É, realmente o negócio tá sério pra ti, bicho. Nem eu mesmo tô entendendo o que tá acontecendo.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
É, é o formulário.
You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Derrubou a cadeira,
No,
bicho.
this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
O que é esse formulário?
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
É, não posso sair. Não encontro o formulário. Tá nenhuma parte dessa aqui. Não tá na cozinha. Esse osso não tá aqui. Não tá no chão. Enfim, e eu passei aqui. Formulário, levar o formulário pro cara.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk.
Ele fala assim, só seguir a trilha. Só pode ter só uma estrada, né? Então. Nossa senhora, tem que chegar pra lá, é.
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps.
Pegue o carro.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you
Hey,
put your
jovem.
flashlight at him. You hear hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves.
Vamos ver aqui então.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying
O cara tá doente, bicho.
I bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what.
Pegar cafezinho aqui.
So not worth a 15% commission.
Vamos lá.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared
Isso
the shit
mesmo. É. Que o melhor amigo dele aqui nunca tinha se dado bem, muito bem com a namorada dele, né? Só que o amigo dele aí notou que realmente tinha algo que não estava certo. Sério? Por que eu não posso entrar na minha casa? Show de bola então, já que ninguém vá a low spec. Low spec. Se eu não posso entrar na casa, então é porque o carro não deixa eu entrar. Acho que esse cara é doente de fraco. Na carreira e tá morrendo. Então, vamos lá. Eu acho que eu vou ter que ir de pé mesmo. Então vamos lá.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
O que é que tem aqui?
the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Vamos lá.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape.
Caramba, bicho. Me assustou. Você tá doido, bicho. Você tá doido, me assustou demais.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Episódio de hoje, Homem no Espelho.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game, but the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
Que loucura.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Você tá doido, televisão sinistra, sem ter energia nenhuma na casa. sair daqui, bicho, eu vou entender.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful
O ar do
smell.
centro de visitantes estava pesado, fedia, como se algo poderido houvesse saído da última túmulo. Post não parava de tossir, que é o rapaz lá. Não parava de tossir, sangue. Ele não deixava de olhar para a tomada torre.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty? Damn.
Rusty, hang on! Oh, God. I'm coming! Please, help me!
Caramba, bicho.
Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help!
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Exatamente como estava escrito, não parava de tossir e sangue da boca.
A presence so dark. Like the forest.
Ligue as luzes, ligue as luzes. Onde é que eu vou ligar essa luz, meu Deus? Vou ligar a luz. Como é que eu vou ligar a luz?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed
No
direction.
último momento, eu mudei de direção e joguei no chão.
I stumbled into the pool of bright light.
O machado partiu um pouco da árvore sem ninguém.
I texted. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
just need hunting licenses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted for those visitors.
License. Obey
the park ranger's instructions
at all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never
approach closer than 100 yards.
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be leashed.
Caramba, bicho, cadê esse cara?
Never leave your It is
against the law
to remove any
natural objects
from the park
grounds.
This includes even
rocks
you may
find along the river,
or even simple berries.
Sir.
Shit.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall.
É, mas acho que aqui não vai ter nada não. É tipo assim, aquele jogo que te deixa tenso, você não precisa falar nada. Você fica tenso, tem que ficar caladinho. Eu acho que tem que... Acho que eu tenho que sair daqui. Correu? Não sei onde é que ele levar. Ao Loves Spec. Parque do Amor, sei lá, Parque do Amor. Ponto de controle.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought...
Esse cara é fraco, ó. Dá uma carreirinha.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Nossa, bicho. Escordar um susto. Porra! Quem foi? Tô morrendo. Morri, menino. Vamos lá, recupera teu fôlego, doidinho. Cara, essa arminha é muito fraquinha. Muito fraquinha essa arma. Ah, tá aqui o animal que me matou. Eita, menino! Aí sim, né? Eu devia ter uma armazinha melhor, porque essa daqui não tá dando, não.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Vamos ver o que tem pra cá, já que eu tô morrendo ali direto. Ah, aqui tem uma armazinha que vai me ajudar demais, papai. Ah, aqui vai me ajudar. Agora aqui vai me ajudar. Eita, menino, corre, 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 corre. Caramba, passei. Isso. Caramba, 3 cara é difícil, ó. Pressão que tem alguma coisa aqui, tá?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Bear... Eu fiquei com medo, cara. Não sei se eu já vim daqui. Ah, já. Eu vim foi daqui. Vou correr, menino. Esperar tempo ruim não, meu amigo. Filho de uma égua. Eita, menino! Caramba, cara.
Vão me matar mesmo, esse maldito. Afigão, mãe. Tinha 2, cara. 3. Tinha 3. Eita, tinha 3. Cara, esse bicho tá virado o cão. Cara, eu tô morrendo demais, bicho. Caramba, coisa chata, bicho. Quem é esse filho de uma mãe que tá me dando? Ah, não. Eita, menino. Vou matar esses 2 caras aqui e vou encerrar por aqui. Vou ficar por aqui, que aqui eu vou ter mais espaço. É, esses aqui já não me matam mais. Sim, cara, tu vai ficar aí, é? Caramba, esses caras vão me matar mesmo. Sim, cara, se desvia, eu tô apertando o botão pra desviar. Você tá doido? Ah, não. Eu vou ficar por aqui então, tô morrendo demais. Caramba, bicho. Acho que eu... Não. Definitivamente. Vou ficar por aqui. Próxima vez a gente vai trazer mais jogatina para vocês. Para quem fica, valeu galera, acho que deu 1 hora de live aí. Agora eu vou continuar lá na Twitch. Valeu, show de bola para vocês. Bom final de semana para vocês e bom começo de semana, claro, né? Falou, meus bros.